File 10, Listening 2. Speaker 1.
I think that athletes like Lance Armstrong, who use performance-enhancing drugs, are bringing down the world of sports. People thought Lance had everything, and he really didn't. And for those of us who work really hard and play by the rules, it's really frustrating to see that he gets so much attention when he really doesn't deserve it. I like it when a sport tries to eliminate the use of drugs among their players, like the MLB is trying to do with its players. The penalty for drug use among baseball players is so high, a 50-game suspension, that's a lot of time, that players don't want to chance it. There will always be people who try and get caught, but I think they are cheaters and shouldn't be allowed to play sports.
Speaker 2.
I'm the mother of 3 teenage boys, and it's hard to teach them about good sportsmanship when the players they see on TV act so horribly sometimes. Players in all of the major sports leagues argue with referees and umpires, and some of them say some really nasty things about the players on other teams. All of my boys play sports, and I try to teach them how to be good sports, but it's hard. Their coaches are great, though, so I can trust them to teach good sportsmanship, too. I wouldn't let the boys play otherwise.
Speaker 3.
I'd like my son to be a professional hockey player someday, and he shows some talent, but it's a lot of work to be a supportive parent, and it costs a lot of money to play hockey. Even when he was very little, like 5 or 6 years old, hockey gear costs hundreds of dollars with the skates, and he outgrew the gear so fast. It's hard for teams to find ice time, so rinks can charge teams lots of money to rent the ice, and that makes it really expensive to sign up for a team. My son is pretty good, though, and it's not too hard to sit in the cold and watch him play. I just need to invest in a good winter coat and mittens and a hat, and I'm good to go. And when he plays in the summer, the rink feels good after being outside.
Speaker 4.
I wish my school didn't require us to play sports or participate in gym class. I'm not very good at sports, so it's hard for me to participate, and the other kids pick on me. I like to run, but not all sports require running, and I'm not very coordinated. I also don't have very good reflexes, so I tend to get hit with the ball a lot. Dodgeball is the worst sport ever. I think that when I get older, I'll continue running because it lets me clear my head and get away from my homework and my parents. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to hate gym class.
Speaker 5.
When my friend first tried to convince me to take a yoga class, I was skeptical. How does standing in one pose for a long time help you exercise? My friend bugged me about it so much that I finally gave in and went to a class. And now I'm hooked. I was surprised how hard it was to stay in those poses for so long. I had to concentrate and focus on my breathing and my position in order to get it right, and each pose used different muscles. The day after that first class, I was so sore that I had trouble getting out of bed. But now I go to yoga class regularly, and I'm getting better at it. And my friend likes to tell me, "I told you so."